Hi all. In this lesson I will tell you about constructors and destructors, initialization lists and much more. A class can contain special functions, constructors and destructors. A class constructor is a special method of a class. The constructor is called when a class object is created. The constructor is designed to form an instance of a class object. The name of a class constructor coincides with the class name. The constructor can have any number of parameters. The constructor cannot return values. The default constructor is a constructor of a class that is declared without parameters. It can be specified, for example, with the default keyword. A parametric constructor is a constructor with parameters. A copy constructor is a special constructor that allows you to get an object that is identical to a given object. Examples of constructors are the default constructor, parametric constructor, copy constructor, and default constructor with the default keyword. A destructor is a special method that is called when an object is deleted. Generally, the destructor is used to free memory that is dynamically allocated for internal class data. The destructor name is the same as the class name and is preceded by . It's also worth noting that a destructor cannot have parameters. You can use an initialization list to initialize class fields, even if those fields are constants. The example shows how an initialization list works. Static variables, fields, and methods refer to the entire class. The keyword static is used to define them. The main differences between static and regular member functions are as follows. A static member function can be called without reference to a class object. Static member functions do not receive a pointer to the class. This means that they cannot access the internal data members of the class. An exception is static class data members that are declared with the static keyword. In C++, a static member function of a class is global. Static class member functions are appropriate when a class needs to use global variables that are shared between different objects of that class. Class objects can be made constant using the const keyword. Initialization of such objects is done with the help of constructors. After initialization of such an object, any attempt to change the member's data, fields, of the object is prohibited because it violates the principles of object constancy. A constant method is a method that is guaranteed not to change the object and does not call non-constant methods of the class. The example shows how the constant objects and methods work. Thank you all for your attention. Subscribe to the channel and give me a like.